All right. So I'm gonna be lowering my risk going forward. I fucked up for months. Um, I got a playbook finally in October of last year, so like 5 months. And I finally feel like I have a solid edge. I just now need to wait for opportunities to happen over months. Um, but anyway, potential trade, long setup, key level setup, key level reversal. Looking for this key level right here. I would so like this right here, this trend line. I would basically be taking it's basically the pullback if it were to happen. If I go to the 5 minute chart, it's more clear. All right, so this is the key level. Clear, middle of nowhere type of key level. No trend line connections, just push down, take this, and then I would take the potential push up to like here. But could easily break right through, stop me out, not even enter. But that's what I'm looking for. Friday, March 6th. 9:17. So this is the 9:15 a.m. candle at the moment. We'll see what happens at the open. I'll see what happens. It's always funny when I'm saying we. There's fucking no one else here, man. Maybe I will say we. It sounds more natural when I say we'll see what happens. It doesn't sound right when I say I'll see what happens. We sounds better. Gonna chill. And that is the plan for today. 9:18. I trade till 11. Morning session. Snow is finally melting. Haven't seen grass in a bit. All right. Let's see what happens. All right, so it just hit my minimum target to look for an entry. This key level is enough. If it keeps going, cool, but this one right here is enough. It's at this little demand zone right here. All right, so it hit that level. Now I'm going to look for, well, I got to see if this is even a 1 or 3. If it's not, then I got to wait for the next candle. Bottom here, 77. So 76. $46 would be 30. 31.50. So I would only be able to do a 10.5 stop. So clearly this candle's larger than that. Yeah, it'd be a 22.50 stop. So I'm gonna wait for the next candle, if it even is still here. I'm gonna wait for the next candle, see if it stays here, and it'll give me a lot smaller stop loss. These are moments where you just take a deep breath, and you start having crazy thoughts or anything. You just breathe, and then you realize that everything's all good. There's no crazy noise happening on the chart. And it's just another opportunity if it gives you it. If it doesn't give you it, then you need to understand and believe that there will be other opportunities on a different day. And that this is a breach of your rules if you take it and it's not your setup. Like if let's say it's at your key level, it's at your level, whatever. But the candle is way too large to enter on, which means it's too large because it doesn't hit your minimum risk to reward. Well, that would mean it's not your edge. It's got to be at the right level. It's got to have the right candle size so that your risk to reward is your minimum. Everybody has their minimum. My minimum is a 1 to 3. And if I actually executed my edge properly over time, I'd probably have something like a 40% win rate. And I would say on average that the trades are like I have 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s, 1 to 6s. So if you scale it up for every $100,000 you make, you lost, I don't know, I think it's like 40 or maybe like 40,000. Which means like you profited 100,000. But like as you were going there, you lost 40,000 from the losses. But that's what it took to get to 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So this is setting up good right now. This candle closed low. Actually, it wouldn't really matter. No, it definitely would matter. It's more about this candle because I'm going to enter above it by a tick. So the lower it stays, the smaller my stop. So if this pushes up to like here, actually I wouldn't even take it. Let's say it pushes up to here. my stop becomes larger, obviously. So I'm risking more and the risk to reward would be less. But again, it's got to be a minimum of a 1 to 3. If it hits those requirements, then the trade's on. All right, so 2.5 minutes left. I got to check. Say 36.50, just for easy math here. That would be, well, 37, 39, 38.750. This would be 40. This would be 39. 39.25. We gotta redo the math again here. $41. 76. 35. 35.25. 11.75. Let's say 12. 20. So 30. 29. 30. 29. Yeah, so the stop's too large. Pushed up enough for the stop to be too large. If it stays down here again, then I can take the next candle. But this happens. This happens where you have to do quick math, especially on a 5-minute chart. Definitely gotta stay calm, and that'll help you do the math faster. If it breaks above the previous candle here, if it goes above here, 40.50, then the only way I would enter is if it came back down like 10, 15 minutes later, created a double bottom, and then I'd enter on that. If it stays in here, then I can enter above this candle right now. 9:45 a.m. candle. So I'm on the micros now. It is what it is. It's a learning lesson. The story that you played in your head, or that I played in my head really, of a certain account size by a certain month was not even real. So when that doesn't happen, you feel like something has been taken away, but you never even had it in the first place. That wasn't your story, so to speak. Sounds cringe, whatever. Story. My story, your story. But that's the truth. It wasn't your story. All right, so all right, so we're still good for a trade here. It's at this the bottom now. This is why I wait for it to break the previous candle. Because if it doesn't, then sometimes it'll push down lower. I'm not saying that's what happens, or that I knew that was going to happen. I'm just saying it's a little bit of like a caution. Um, a caution point, I guess. I want it to break the previous candle. I don't want to see just a setup happening and then get in early. I want it to be created, and then I want it to break the previous candle. And sometimes it'll go above the previous candle by one tick, enter me in, and then come down and stop me out. But it's about taking these trades over and over again. $36.75. 30, let's say 36, 76, 36, 76 is 40, 39, 50, 39.25 divided by 3, 13, 23. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work again. 23.75 would be 13. Yeah, so it only comes down here. I'm going to have to wait again. This is what happens sometimes. Just a lot of delay. But none of them have broken the previous high of the candle. So the previous candle's high. So just waiting. Not calling off the trade. I'm just waiting. 9:50 a.m. Chilling. So if this stays below the previous candle, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to do the math and see if it's a 1 and 3. All right, so I went above the previous candle. But that doesn't matter. It's wasn't my minimum. Trade's not off quite yet. Um, just waiting. I'm not having any expectations. It's you definitely need a skill of being ready for a trade, but also being totally fine with calling it off if it isn't setting up the proper way. A lot of waiting, right? All right. This broke. Pulled all the way back down. Now we got this little candle forming. This would be 50. 49. 48. 48.75 divided by 3. I can do a 16.25 stop. So 27.25, 1250. All right, that happened quick. Very fast to happen. Tradeovate is showing a different low. Which is fine. I'm using 2 contracts. So 15.75. 157.5. This happens super fast. The Thinkorswim shows high of 6,730. Tradeovate 6,7. $30.25. Entered a tick higher, whatever. $15.25. Low on Thinkorswim is 15.75. and the high is 30. So 0.25 difference on the high. Trade rate is 0.25 higher. .25 higher, and .5 lower. It's like a 0.75 difference, I believe, which is fine. Still fine here. So 15.75. Two contracts, micros. 10 bucks. 157.5. With what is it, 2 something? Maybe like 4 or 5 bucks in fees. 160 something risking. Um, $31. 31 to 76 would be 45. So 45.25. 45.25 divided by 15.75. It's actually just under a 1 to 3, but it happened so fast that I couldn't calculate properly. But if I like, it's so close that it's basically 1 to 3, especially because it slipped a tick. I don't know if it slipped a tick or I just entered 0.25 difference. Let's say it was 45.50, and then the stop would be 15.5 instead. 2.93. And that's the trade of 8. Low and high. If I move the stop, let's say, low is 15.75, 15.50. Because I really go with the Thinkorswim, whatever that says. Now let's see what it is. 15.25. So I'm going to use my, this normally doesn't happen like this. It just happens so fast that I was using my judgment on 2 contracts. Maybe I could have done 3, but I didn't know based off of how many points it was. But so 15.25. And then 45.25. 2.96. Like, it's a 1 to 3. Especially if I was going to enter 0.25 difference, then that's the 1 to 3. 45.50, let's say 30.50. Actually, that'd be 15. And then 45.50. 1 to 3.03. It's all good. I don't exactly know what happened. I don't know if it slipped or if I did enter at 30.75. But it doesn't matter. Win or lose, um, just another opportunity. I entered at 10 a.m. Now we see what happens. Risking like 150 something, 160. See what happens, man. Who cares what happens, right? Another opportunity. It's another data point plugged in the collection of trades. I'm a big bodybuilding fan, so we got the Arnold Classic 2026 today. Should be pretty good. 7 p.m. to 9:30. I definitely go to bed early. I go to bed at like, even on weekends, I'm going to bed at 9:30-ish because I'm really into bodybuilding. So my own bodybuilding and There's a couple big shows throughout the year. This is one of them. Should be good. I'll watch it with my dad. Nothing better than that, you know? Watching a bodybuilding show with your dad. And you're both really passionate about it. It's fun. Lose or win this trade, who gives a fuck? It's another opportunity. Take it. Uh, I just walk away at the moment. Let it do its thing. Have my target set. Just below this level here. That's it, man. All right. It's a miracle. I won the trade. But on a serious note, I had a different mindset going into this week. I guess in a weird way, I'm like acknowledging that I'm a trader and I have put a lot of effort in mentally, and it just has not translated technically. But I went into this week the more serious idea of clicking a button and not clicking a button makes a difference. It's the only thing you do, but it makes a big difference from clicking it and not clicking it. And I just waited for certain opportunities, and it just happened to. I could have just lost this trade, and this would mean nothing, you know. But going forward, I need to just lock in and really, like, I feel as though I have a renewed perspective on the market of when I need to take a trade, or not need to, when my edge is being shown and when it's not. And I just have to continue to do that going forward. Because in the past, I was making a lot of mistakes, taking trades that are not my edge, and then not taking my edge most of the time. So my account was just getting fucking wrecked. Um, so, entered down here, stopped down here, and then I have my target at 76. It barely hit my target. Still hit it. Hit it multiple times actually, so this might have been more conservative, but um, all good. It hit the target, so yeah. Let me. I don't think it actually shows. It might be blurry. The profits. I don't like the idea of showing it. It's like feels like a cringy trader type thing, but kind of have to make sure that people understand. It's funny. I blank out on what my username and password is. All right. I'm having problems trying to log in on my phone. Of course. But I'm assuming you're able to see it up here as it was happening. I'm assuming you saw the number as it was like here, and then just double it. So it was like 448 profit for this trade. But it's about following the process, taking it serious, and being ready, because clicking a button and not clicking a button will change the outcome dramatically. That's all you do is click or not click.